Hey, it ain't no gimmick either. I don't do this because I don't do this for the trophies, nothing. I don't do this for the training. I do it for the lore. We rolling?
We're rolling.
We are rolling. We are in there.
Night
before, Oceanside 70.3. Redemption Tour, number 2. First one didn't go super well. Bike broke on me. Didn't want to see the kid win.
How are you feeling now?
Very confident, very powerful. A lot of this. Whole bag of these.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Honestly, carb load's great. 3-month training block went super solid, so we're feeling a lot more confident. Definitely with swimming aspect, for sure. I was like shitting my pants last time. I was about to get in the water last year.
What would you say you did differently when it comes to preparation?
I definitely was smarter this time. Like I definitely knew what I needed to do more of, and was definitely, when I was biking, to run off the bike, even if it was like for 20 minutes, and it didn't matter what pace, just to get my legs used to feeling like bricks, because it's a lot different to run off of a bike than just run 10 miles by itself. So that, and then just volume in the pool. Just like if you're trying to get better at marathon training or running, you just got to stay in the pool for a lot longer.
Yes, sir. Volume. Comfort in the pain.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be good weather too. Family just got in town, so first time in San Diego for my dad and my stepmom. And my brother-in-law, so pretty lit.
We're gonna throw down.
Yes, sir. We're gonna hit him with this at the end. Seatbelt.
So what's the fueling plan for tomorrow look like?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. All right, so in the morning, right when I wake up at 4, we're gonna rip 4 Pop-Tarts.
Oh, breakfast
2
of champions.
Literally, sugar, carbs, all you need, I'm telling you. And then I'm gonna have a banana as well, and then probably 2 cups of coffee. I'll probably have 1 cup here, and then once we start to head up, I'll have another cup on the way. But you gotta try to get it all out too.
I was gonna say, you're gonna try to poop?
Yeah, you gotta try to introduce yourself to the poo man so he doesn't introduce himself later.
I do not want that.
And then we'll have like probably, usually like before a marathon, I'll have 1 of these with electrolytes. I'll probably have 1 in the morning with the coffee, and then 1 on the way there. That's probably just what I'll do for the fueling beforehand. I have some graham crackers I might bring, but if I feel full while I'm like doing everything with my bike, I'm not gonna eat anymore because I don't want to get in the water feeling full. And then the actual race, so swim, once I get out of the water with the swim, I'll probably eat. I have off-brand Uncrustables, so I'll have one of those while I'm like bringing my bike to the point where you can mount it, and then on the bike we'll have 2 full water bottles filled with carb mix. One will have around 400 calories with 100 grams of carbs, and then one will have roughly about the same. It's just a little bit different because they're different, like one's scratch, one's BPN, T1M Sport. And then we'll have 4 gels total, so 2 gels on each water bottle in a rubber band, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. I'm also doing this with my hands, but so it'll be about 300 to 400 grams of carbs, which is about roughly 100 grams of carbs per hour. A 3-hour bike. That's what they recommend. That's what they say. And then for the run, honestly, I'll actually probably have 1 more Uncrustable on the bike as well, like at like mile 40, 45. And then for the run, I'll usually only do about 2 or 3 gels for a half marathon. It's about every 30 minutes I take a gel, but I'm really just gonna go off how I feel. I'll probably have like 5 on me, and with the goal of taking 2 or 3, but if I need extra juice just because I'm fuming, I'll take more. So at least 2 gels. So that's the fueling plan for the full day. And then after the race, get nuked.
Guys, he's not actually carb loading, he's just dirty bulking.
At this point, yes. I think I've gained 10 pounds, but
Nah, you're still diced.
Alright. 4:05 a.m. We got about 20 minutes till we head to Oceanside.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We feel good. I'm just trying to wake up right now, but we'll be fine. Oh, wait, coffee. Yeah, give me some
Oh,
coffee.
great idea.
Yeah, coffee. Yeah, I gotta get it out. Oh, it's Purdue Cup, too. There's a game day.
I played today, huh?
Yeah, 5:30. It's just leftovers, so this is kind of like the cheap way of doing it, but I'm just gonna warm it up. Damn. Ugh. It's so cool too, like when you show up, because it's like dark and they just have like huge spotlights and loud music playing, so it's like everyone's kind of like in a little bit of frantic panic, but everyone's trying to keep it cool just because it's about to be like 5 hours of pain. But it's a really cool atmosphere, and we're gonna be right by the beach too. I've never experienced something like that, so like you're gonna hear all the waves and stuff. It's gonna be pretty rowdy. I think there's like 3,000-4,000 people. Be pretty packed, especially with everyone running on the boardwalk at the end. I think we'll be like in the like elite group, so in this like pros. So everyone will be with us, but
Do you have sunscreen that's not
Yeah.
the fish stick?
yeah, it was up there.
Because I'm gonna.
One more up there.
I'm
We
gonna
need to bring the
It's game time.
$500 backpack.
Ironman.
Actually, $600 backpack this time because we signed up late. Worth it. It's worth it.
See, that's why we're cooler than other people, though.
It's all for the Lord.
You sign up for shit for pain, you spend thousands of dollars on it.
Hey, it ain't no gimmick either. I don't do this because I don't do this for the trophies, nothing. I don't do this for the training. I do it for the lore.
60 share, working on mysteries without any clues.
We were checking yesterday, they were like, we don't have any parking passes left, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna make my parents wake up at the crack of ass to drop us off. Like, yeah. So we drove up from Pacific Beach, so it's like 40 minutes. So yeah, I live in the mountains. Yeah, so I mean, hopefully nothing happens.
We made it. We here. Bike sitting pretty. Alright. I gotta use the restroom. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so
What if I fall? But boy, what if you fly? Alright, we solid. Just gotta throw the wetsuit on. Cap. But transition's good. So let's rip. Let's do
Game
it.
time.
Huh?
Game time.
Game time. Showtime, baby. Let's do it.
Go throw down, brother.
We live! Come on, baby! Race number 2.
We are actually getting on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can you hold me? I can go.
Let's go! It's easy! It's easy from here! Let's go! These legs don't feel like jello. They feel like greatness. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! How you doing? You look like a stud. Am I all salty? Pretty. Oh yeah, your back is completely white. My sunburn's gonna be crazy from these baby shades. You're like right on pace. You gotta. Yeah, I know.
You're killing it.
Go cook. I gotta pee really bad. I had to pee the whole bike. Hey, there's a. I stopped to pee in the water. Do it right now. Do it right now. All right, last part. Let's go, baby. Go throw down. There's 20 beers waiting for you. He's gonna be. He's right. Let's go! Let's go! Let him eat fish! Let him eat! Come on, baby! Come on! We got more? Come on! Come on! Go quick, boy!
Taylor, Troy Watson, David Eby, Bradley Pearson, Brendan Fisher, Goldie Clark from St. George, Utah.
Let's fucking go!
Colby Allen.
Come on! Here we go, that's it. Hey, redemption tour complete. Let's go. I don't think I got the goal, but I left it all out there. That's all that matters. Whew, and I felt way more. You were cooking on those runs. I felt powerful. Oh man, he's back. It's like a werewolf. Anyone else? Yeah, I'll take it. Oh man. Whew. How about it? Hey, way to crush it, dude. What'd you finish with? I don't even know what I did, but I left it all out there. You were about 5. Oh, look. 5:31:52. 5:31? Let's go.
How was it?
Marathon's still harder. Yeah, 100%. Horrible. So in the swim, I had to pee again immediately, but I was going and then I started to panic a little bit and I was like, okay, I went and peed for a minute and a half. And then I went again and my goggles fogged up, so I freaked out again and stopped again. And then after that, I was fine. And I swam the last like 1,500. It's pretty detrimental to see 560 yards and I had to stop twice. But no, I was cruising the second time. I was like hitting people, like hitting them back. I was kicking people. I felt good the second half, but the first half I was scared. My back tire's definitely flat again. My back tire's definitely flat again. I was very, very cautious the last 10 miles of the bike.
I'm way late to this. It has been exactly a month since I ran the Oceanside half Ironman. Sorry, I've been procrastinating. I started a new job and just been really focusing on some short form content, what I've been posting, but I'm trying to get better at the YouTube. So let's go ahead and recap exactly how Oceanside 70.3 went a month ago. For starters, the swim. It's a basically juiced up triathlon, so swim, bike, run. I swam in 43 minutes and 30 seconds, which is roughly the same from my first ever half Ironman, which is kind of upsetting because I took the pool very seriously this go around. What I didn't take seriously is swimming in the open water, and that is always scary no matter what it is. And I am dumbfounded why I didn't do that because I live 0.3 miles away from the open water now in the beach. So what did I learn? Swim more in the open water. I'm going to try to swim at least once a week. I feel like that's a good goal. I have a wetsuit now, so that's what was holding me back, and that's what we will do. When it came to the swim for the Oceanside half Ironman, I still ended up panicking. I found myself still freaking out because There was probably about 3,000 more people in the water and in this race actually than from my first half Ironman in Louisville, Kentucky. It's a very populated race, beautiful course. That's what happens when you're on the West Coast compared to the Midwest. But just the same aspect, it's like a warfare in there once you get in the water. You're getting swam over, you're swimming over people, you're getting hit in the face, you're hitting people, you're kicking people. It's just nonsense. And when I first initially got in the water, I had to pee again. And it's weird with a wetsuit because you literally feel like you have a diaper on and you're wetting yourself. Just pretty much what you're doing. But I stopped, and they had paddle boarders on the side, so I stopped and, did what I had to do. And then my goggles ended up fogging up to the point where it was pretty foggy out in the morning, or like muggy per se, so it was pretty hard to see even when I was checking my line so that I wasn't swimming sideways. I was swimming north to south per se, then east to west. But after that was about 600 yards in. I dealt with those two things. The last roughly 1,400 yards for the rest of the 1.2 mile swim was phenomenal. I actually felt confident in the water, and whether I was hitting people or they were hitting me, it was not knocking me off my pivot. It was really great to see. Even though it didn't show up in the results of the time, I actually felt like I could say I knew how to swim and deal with what was going on in the water. So then transition 1 was about 6 minutes and 47 seconds. And it is so funny because I didn't wear a wetsuit in my first half Ironman. They actually didn't let us because the water was too hot. But this one, we were wearing a wetsuit, and it's so funny because I've only seen the people lay on their back and then they rip the wetsuit off you. It was so funny what that was happening to me. And I was just giddy to actually feel like I knew how to swim and get out of the water. So that took a good portion of it. And then the rest is just making sure I have everything fuel-wise for my bike. And then actually where you mounted the bike in this race was way far. Like we were my bike was where you got out of the water. And where I mounted the bike to get moving, because you cannot start riding the bike until you get to the mount line, was all the way on the opposite side. So I feel like that's why the transition was a little longer. I feel like I wasn't lollygagging, but also I never really practiced in transitions. And sometimes the transitions help to take a little bit more time so that you can calm yourself down in between each race. Leading into the bike, I was very happy with how the bike went. If you're new here, my first half Ironman, my actual back tire, the rubber pinched. I'm looking at it right now. Pinched, and the whole tire blew. So I ran 6 out of the 56 miles barefoot. Got to the transition, threw my shoes on, finished the race barefoot. No socks. Horrible. Don't recommend. It was super gritty. Awesome story, but I do not recommend. Take your bike into the shop. That's what I did before this race in Oceanside. And my bike was phenomenal. I think I ended up having a leak in my tube at the end of the bike portion, but overall, I pushed as hard as I could on the bike without ruining my run. It felt great. I definitely can get faster. I actually did buy a trainer since the race, and that is my goal, is to get faster on the bike. Because if I can shave time on the bike, my run is already feeling very solid, and I'm continuing to get faster, and that's my favorite portion. The swim will come with confidence. But I finished the bike in 3 hours and 9 minutes. I wanted to be as close as I could to 3 hours. Second transition was 5 minutes. This was a fun transition because I finally get to run. That's my favorite part. But then also my friends, Torin, Justin, Toby, Maddie, they were all standing there cheering me on while I was transitioning, giving some laughs and some affirmations. It was hilarious. It was awesome. It was starting to get to the delusional piece, but I was very excited to run. But just having them be there, and a great supporting cast of good friends, like, I can't thank them enough, because I was in some pain, but I wasn't gonna let like anything really knock me off my pivot. But having them there, being able to talk to them and yell back and forth, get hype, get lit, it was awesome. So that transition took about 5 minutes, and I stopped at the porta potty before I went on the run, and also threw some sunscreen on because the sun was up at this point. Leading into the run, I really like this running. I really like this frolicking stuff. Very happy with it. It was a 1 hour and 37 minute half marathon after biking 56 miles and swimming 1.2 miles. The atmosphere was great. The adrenaline piece, like the whole run, there were people. We ran along the boardwalk with people on both sides of the road. There's aid stations every mile. It was such a well-run race. Like, it was beautiful. And then you run up the boardwalk to the pier, which was a little dangerous. I feel like that was a little steep, especially for people's like calves tightening up and everything. But then you get to the neighborhood portion. You ran through the neighborhood. There's DJs. There's people handing out drinks, which I don't even think you're allowed to do that. Unfortunately, my stomach was turning a little bit at this point. I would have took a tequila shot if not. But it was a little out and back twice, and it was great. It started to get hot, but I just felt like I was happy to be at the run and happy to have my feet not hurting from running barefoot. So we just left it all out there. It was like an average of a 7:25 pace per mile. And yeah, honestly, just proud. Good 3-month training block to really allow myself to prove to myself that I can be a triathlete. Which leads into a final time for the Oceanside, California 70.3 Ironman of 5 hours, 41 minutes, and 28 seconds. So what I'll leave you with is a year ago to today, April 28th, 2026. I ran my first marathon a year and 2 days ago. I had no idea what I was getting my life into. I just knew that I was capable of more, and actually had a best friend that believed in me and knew I was capable of more as well. A year ago today, I did not know how to swim. I never properly learned. I learned in a 3-foot above ground pool from my grandmother. And if I ever got tired, she told me I could stand up because I was taller than 3 feet at the time. I didn't own a bike a year ago today. And I didn't know what my life was going to look like in a year after finishing my first marathon. The whole point is to handle adversity. Realize that life really isn't anything unless you are able to come out on the other side as a better person and a better version than yourself used to be. Now, I'm not saying just go like throw yourself in adversity situations, but dive in when it happens. Like, life is full of problems and they'll never go away. And as sad and unfortunate it is, that's the only way you actually learn anything about yourself. So if you're able to accept that problems are inevitable, you start to really realize that change and growth is not so bad. Because 2 years ago today, I was about to be graduating college. I was a binge drinking alcoholic. And if you would have asked me in the corner pocket of Harry's Bar and Grill that I would have done 3 marathons, 2 half Ironmans, I would have looked at you and bet every single amount of dollar that I had at the time that you were lying to me. So, change is good. Be patient with yourself. You have no idea what you can accomplish and how life can get so sweet in a year's time. Cheers, brothers. Love you. Thank you for watching, listening. Subscribe, follow for more. I'll attach my socials at the bottom of this as well. Go be great.